SABC showed the politicians scuffling over a ballot box and shouting before the election was suspended.
What is going? She shouldn't fight in the chamber.
African Union lawmakers fought during a parliament meeting in Johannesburg on Monday. The cause of the dispute, the process for electing a new president for the AU's legislative body. Since it was founded in 2004, the Pan-African Parliament has never had a president from Southern Africa. The last two were from West Africa. Lawmakers from West Africa reportedly disagreed with colleagues from Southern Africa over whether the presidency should move around various regions on a rotational basis. Scenes shown on South Africa's national broadcaster SABC showed the politicians scuffling over a ballot box and shouting before the election was suspended.
What is going? She shouldn't fight in the chamber.
Let's put on record that I am a member of parliament. I was counted to make the motion, and
that was
I
seconded in this house.
But
what are you doing? You can't rule on it. We have to take a decision.
I did not vote while
Show me in the standard orders what is
therefore the application,
he cannot
the
rule.
request, the
He cannot
application
rule on a motion
refused.
that is before the house.
No.
How can he rule on the motion? He cannot rule on the motion before the house. How can he rule? Show us the standard orders.
Honourable members, sitting is suspended for 1 hour.
You are not a speaker. You say you are not a speaker. 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 You don't get cooperation from us. You are not a speaker. You are not a speaker. Get off. Away. You are not a speaker. Yeah, take it away. He's not a speaker. He's not a speaker.
Come my way. Me show where so men Okrah some said yet no prepare penam the amount. Now say ya quayanim. And ya debe bwama Ghana aquanim quadia. You lie bad. Mekana said yet ya pepe. So we are live on Facebook, on 95.1 FM, and on your TV Facebook page. Yes, we be live. YouTube, on 95.1 FM. Yes, we be live on YouTube. Over to me, I join the conversation on our and I'm at me boat. Me wants questions I shall see about the moment I post the artwork, you know. It's an I'm to me for questions. Our comment section, hold on. And it's a Pemukan live on 95.1 FM. Me first da. Emma executive producer watches a Pemuka. Ya Joda Bianyum la Yatnasia. And you consistent on to everybody. Ya join Ghana ho. Eyanana APNT. When I bought me a studio. DJ Premier and Ampedu and Afe in Shramba Bwedu. Don Papa Richard Daroma and your demo live on Facebook. And up can be segment in a mention and shower home because as some of my penica and I can tea and Mesray. Etiana mentioned and shower and who baby is. But I was on my penny or bayan way. Every Frobiani baby, I see. Yet it's Okrah, Iron Lady AMD, first Sabracosis about 10 p.m. And I'm in a etna. Makama Schroeder that send them to me, but what question be and then Yabaka technology wants them, Yabaka systems wants them, especially the Ghana card. They say, I quite a Ghana card and when Yabia, I'm ready, and Okrah could pay me a triumph. That's very good. And it's the Kabi segments, ever bro. Member the Paso. You are now feminine in your Bama. Yaya Kwaku or your system analyst. Kanena or no head of systems ever National Identification Authority. And I'm your questions are maybe piano. Me piano left and right center. One more time you want to me and print academy and then son of myself. And what your system nan Casano. And then the woman was a Ghana for you. They said data no cry, yeah, data share a private company been a catching. I want their rational. Our applications to be an Nina no se wouldn't want him dia. Me no me no yet to meet Yasie. And it's an annual ray. Yabedi Ghana card and no and in details. Because I say now posse when ya Ghana card ya and Chemita Okrah ya mau. Ebaya kakrano Ghana card wouldn't be ultimate to aba. And look at 2024 yanti ha 2024 ya uni Ghana card ultimate to aba. Unya Ghana ni. You say Ghana card no aye nya coupon. You say Ghana card no asum bocha interchanges be do 1,000. And it's Ghana card all the way. And it's me can be segment here, bro. But I catch now was say the Ghanaian youth. Senior mechanic Debiano. We are not angry enough because the rate at which a chroma penny fire by session womanum. No man can semna go up prekese and wamoko. Wamusu a Ghana for the Jawamo, a dead can one by ye. Wamusoro make it come out you have a quackada. Like seriously. And it's Ray. May they can be segment, bro. Yanko.
Arise, gather youth for your country, the nation, the nation, 95.1. Let us all unite to uphold her and make her great and strong. Arise, gather youth for your country, the nation demands your devotion. Let us all unite to uphold her and make her great and strong. We are all because we are all because in building the motherland. We are
FM 95.1.
Live on Oniana 5.1 FM. Send a debia numera me come out here no me say. Yanya Ghana for the baby money kakono. Yanya ya beka wa mine was will be a free toko meka. Will be any free bakina beka to tell fear honomoa. Ube to me aye de no I catch him so yet to ya de cra enquisi we medium wo gidie. Na ya kasamponi. Na se yen kasan ye mia ya no de anka Ghana ha baby o mine titia pansema dru no ka ye nya bi kura na ye de afira. Near the Bukra Casam, eti dede dia opa betimi atra ofie no wadi matami me dede bia. Meya dede bia. Kwa system wu se Ghana ni babia eye comfortable. Kwa system wu se Ghanaian youth progress in life. Because yet wa manya emu kwakurafo ene ediye ene mebunu na mojamu no wo omumu a omoye productive e wo metimi aye adwuma ma o man na tumpon no wo mom ehia wo mo eti se meye dede akosi se Ghanaian youth ho beto na me dede wutimi di matem wutimi tage me wutimi kadi opa bi akira me ya no man kane no na so mudi matem o social media na me ya Sese matra ho, me se matra peto. Kanene na hampa bi kwa me si enenti me manyi no mbe hu sei. Enkofo di matem se ni nyina se me ka ga na se mwade no mbeka. Ba sei manyini abrosa, upa di matem, opa ya me dan, emfa me ho, me matra petape. Di ababwa ma ga na akoda nim ko ade ye beka. Ama panyin anado danko akufado akopie mu ewa Upper East, I think over the weekend, right? And now also okoto okodru a radio station na ho ne wa makoye interview. Mebo interview na mwetie but ma choba bi ehia me no e na mebo am wetie. Eti wa wo betu ama panyin na num asem a oka. Na metie ama panyin wie na me hu se awa ma panyin na kasa no wa feli. Ama panyin na kasa na Ghana ne hye ne nsa no oye felua. Eno nti na asa omo amudi na chi a wapa wo mu ni nyina wa hu so mu nyina wo mu bo adwuma eti wano akasa ni party mafu soldiers kra ya press conference say wa ma panyin nkrofo wo no mu ye adwuma de yebekọ opposition asesa wo mu wa ma panyin so mu bo adwuma ono onsesa mo ne onsesa mo kira wo ye MPP ni a opa ko hage transformer onfa ho ono wade kanofori atachina o se finance minister onsesa no akoto free ye bonfo karate awa nama wasisi billboard person ya president chain eyi agric adwuma ye de ahye ne nsa no ma panyi se onsesa no oni minyansa papa ya obi abaje ne so edutwum so papa ya ofra brochira be dia wonim dia dosho na papa so be deputy education minister dia mfataw o ma panyi we dia eya atum no ma panyi tum papa wa hwie gu poto o munyina ma panyi se wo bo adwuma eyi amwakwanta Rose minister her double up one also yasi wo bo adwuma because why ya chim kwan nyina it wa ma panyi says nothing wrong with it now give me on my penny on what you tie wa ma panyi asem now eya hwe ni poster no de tena ase no cars em no and no alone speaks a lot and member remfi ode na konwa no so koi akonwa na yeso air condition fu nyanya esi so efili a whole V8 Land Cruiser edi akodwa ni tum di security tina ho de driver ka ho no akonwa no de koi esi studio ho eno no wote so but o ma panyi wakro so boda no ofru private jet no ko America ne ayi a on fada konwa nko but akonwa no ekobi ti o ma panyi asem o ka ye reply ya wode ma Ghana fo yen na wapa ministers so o mo nsom yen Ghana fo e kwale se ye resafo ma panyi se onya resafo de opa bi ayo ho yenkwe
but even if I did, even if I did, Gaddafi, with respect, is not on your radio station.
You will not reshuffle anybody here.
I'm not going to reshuffle anybody here. That is a matter that I will take in an appropriate way. But let me say it again. I know that people are making a lot of noise about this matter. But several of the people
FM 95.1
assisting me to steer the country out of the difficulties that we inherited and out of the difficulties that have subsequently come are still in place. And many of them, for me, have done an outstanding work. Their output has been considerable. And that's what I look at. The issue about reshuffle or the performance of ministers, it isn't as if it is something that every now and then my mind comes to. It's a daily preoccupation for me. I'm required on a daily basis to ask myself whether the output of particular ministers is up to the mark. I am not the final authority, and if they're not up to the mark, I'm required to act. But if the output measures the expectations, then I don't have any strong reasons to heed the call.
FM 95.1.
The calls come from all kinds of reasons. NDC wanting to destabilize your government is one. There are people who are also looking for jobs.
Don't reach with the nya but my video ni na ho me pesa we do my penny posture no e ka ho
people
say obi ka asem na asem no aka no pesa o kire wo say ono de wo ka no you know mine de wo ka na emfa ne ho do pa bia opa akoye de wo ka no onteye so ho say do my penny wagige dem no asem no aka no kra eya ne sere chese muaye na ode ma Ghana fo no ono akasa asem de eya ne sere as a concert bi ena chese Ghana fo yi en wo sere. There's no seriousness in his speech. Or say output at the ministers at the manner edwuma mo ya ne fantastic. Etimi bi so ma panyi ensem ba mienu mi ensem na ensem akomanim ena me ni adaje na sem no kan ya na nkasa no it tells me so ma panyi na nkasa wa feli eti wo mo amadi na chi no kura feli a wonim so bu feli because if you have a finance minister why your press conference aka kire Ghana for say yankwa IMF na enkwa IMF for china na ya no beji e-levy no betimi ya ade nyina sa finance minister kwa na ba be ya U10 at the Ghana ekwa IMF wo se sa dipa no ebo adwuma Now, who are minister? I want no de on main sika.
Government.
I say why you planting for food and jobs. Edu baby no. Adriane boya den ebesin ne. Ghana yeda so kra bro. Emma say yedi yedi bra kwa kwasha Russia for any Ukraine for say entokwa no kra ye nyaaya nka twa. Because wamu kunu ye nya bro. But ye wa Greek minister e wa Ghana. Ye wa nsase asem mprediasa. Wo dia to abro pete. Obekwa beba na afiri na abo. Sani pana na ni abra wodru janshi bia no de billboard asi wo akota free year for president. Echen onwa kasa ni police yodi aba planting for food and job. And I wouldn't baby akota free billboard obehu adoso chan planting for food and jobs. Now one wa claim say wo ye no. Sani pana ma panyi say he's doing fantastically well. So he sees nothing wrong with nipa na dwuma wo ye ni ti Ghana fo ani abresa wonya resa for. Now listen. Or say Okrah be pedwuma ye. Enti family and friends na Ghana for any brother bi omo ka no ama panyin na na dwoso obesachira family and friends no will continue. Was one or their sanity mu say Okrah bi na pedwuma ye. Ena no ti wo mo call for reshuffle enye de Ghana for ka no enye no wo tie. Okrah bi pedwuma ye. Nisemo aka na mashede na mi break ne ketenkete dia ma no wate ase ye pa. Because na your finance minister Juma Boni Awabo ama na Ghana ya rating and CCC plus just say the worst since 2003. Ya Ghana economy no rating na basisi ano is worse since 2003. Yenya bida. Men tina wan kase o na we dey fanya politics. Ya the best politics because me kai se kanema panyimo se time Ghana ya rating ya be negative. Ya the politics wo kroma. Say yan sisa yan suban na yan distant politics ne de ya the bibia be politics. And the Bank of Ghana any finance minister akaboma issue statement to say one mo disappointed e was our rating na ba ye ni mu. No more expect say ye be rating yan sa. Now, just a what kind statement in year? Baby, Ghana yadru, and to a marriage and such. I say, ya bobusia, my busiana bruya, so to through the Euro bond market. And she say, ya quote Euro bond market, I am mayan. Says, so I'm a target Ghana, I was say. 1 year do Sikabama Ghana, Sabosia, and now one episode this kind of because one more busiano, a brom, some grommet me to your maca. And to your maya. What bobusia to the stand they say. Obia persuade did see Kabama Sabusia. Bisa was a one casa which in a hand. Obia was see young IMF and I IMF. And that crowd I think honorable Akoto say, yes, Akoto say. Any bread and they say, I buy SPD IMF from Comono because Sikana sao. Sikano asa. Over 11 billion euro bond. You raise an asa. Domestic loans asa. World Bank asa. Just a grant. Abenina asa. Sikani asa. Etienne control say catcher bank say one speedy up with IMF talks na. Say baby bashe. Asembesi wa baby. But IMF for 7 previous so man say Ghana penny for Sikano mudi. Eti nyaso ofiti ya no enti sika ne nya de beba ne ekombede nyina. Someone say mo kwamba kwa kwahye wiem ho ne mo disika no. Se sika da sa. Someone see abeto ya from ha. Ye nyina na ekombede yen. Bai muka. Eti o ma panyin se ne mpanyimfo no mo ye adwuma no. Amo bu adwuma ene mpese me ka bibi kira Akotwa friye. Ono bo Akotwa friye. Agric minister na me kira ne say. Wano akasa me se ne sector na ye de ama no na adwuma no wonhu so. Me kira o Aya kutuwe champon bra wade operation feed yourself eba no say video no me ya sure say bi kura wonhu bi ache bi ka say bi kura wonhu da kan na wakan me be kira say video no sisi ya na wo share video na di kosia it tells you something. Akotwa free ka che Ghana for say oye planting for food and jobs and here for no this sika no come am yes are planting for food no. Would ya champon dia na oye ya no atutu Akotwa free dia no awutim se sika no enipa bi na kwahye akona mba bi no mu chedi 95.1 because ya see ya planting for food and jobs ni papa mu a e was ye educate Ghana for nyina ne ye hia say ye bedua aduane a ye bedi na ka ye nu pempenso a ye kra toast ye kra jede ye kra ayi bro ye kra banche common banche ye kra banche but ye wa Greek minister our mapenya bona baso so wo bo adwuma because we na damfo ne best friend our president ye die enti one permanent ne on permanent chira wa bakwa so atere no adi Ghana for sika wo dia ma me sa video no ba wo de to no ma me sound I just want the video yen we champion time I ya do operation feed yourself samra no omu bodwa ena de chira Ghana for hia say wo backyard hɔ kora no eya buromienu adua entosi mienu a ya adua obia ye gadi woni mfikyire ene ya plenty for food and jobs atam wo man sika dia kwhyem but still wo kwadwom about yam ye say 10 cedis na me catch akota free out of say wo si aduane abu ha don't deceive yourself. Don't deceive yourself. Season now your woman aya bayira season. It is when we say bayira bad. Don't deceive yourself. We don't have it in abundance. Never deceive yourself. Say one district, one warehouse no dey negum. Wo warehouse wo so called warehouse na. Wo tam o mesika kwasi ye warehouse no dey negum. Say duane wa ebusu a I don't do baby by the back, 30 cities, 40 cities. A drew baby put a back, 50 Ghana. I want Ghana have a dinner market. And you are telling me, sir, planting for food and jobs are buying. And this minister, he's doing well. Into one to me, Pamono, on your reshuffle. Because I know bottom sick and adituanica. Naka your private company. And wafa koto free African of Foriata. Afam wakwata mudia gum no moya de troka say ya. May ya sure send cardi and chom kaba pamom. But a taxpayers money and found home. And on the poster now what they can't some no crutch say. And yet the more can crown wood ye. And I mean was a full soldiers, MPP full soldiers I issue statement. I was just laughing at you people. Because you these same people now come dim now one mind come do biano. Momo that so cast on my name. And I did one money issue statement. Some we are disappointed in president to say more expertise or bear reshuffle one yet. And I want yesterday Pama line because I sent job a flag bearer. And Pama could tell free because I could tell free and a down for Pamano. Can for yata ya na why gonna see the flat. Ama na see the baby I 1 and 9. Ama Dr. Baumia vice president and you go support because Dr. Baumia na kasa no what one onye in charge of the economic management team biani. Osafuma for the rule ade no. What one yes amasa. Yes amasa. Dr. Baumia is who baby on fo. And in any brother akwase de geta so no nya hwe. Because theory no shia no. No nim set afom. Okwa no hu se practicals wo ho. Akwato osafoma fo ho awakwa akoye ayi economic lectures. Enti won we aye 1972. When we said ya omo demonstrate ya de no wo man ni mu omo ya wa Ghana ha ya omo anya ba bia. Video na wo hwe no 1972. Kutu champion Emma Ghana 40 ase hia se yankase ye bedua aduane a ye bedie. Wait, now on yes, Minister Biamejina Honya Bibiao. He took it upon himself and he did it, and it was successful. Yeah, you're planting for food and jobs. Yeah, no more agriculture inclined. Ebe kacha akota free say, or pursue a planting for food and jobs. Or go back to operation feed yourself plan. No kofamra. Wamwabiao. Ano tam sikano oshase ano de sikano kwashase ye for ami wem so de kwakwa spray aburomwa ano mo che sikano mo di ene ase ye planting for food and jobs say we che ase enipa form adwuma kra de abro 100,000 eti enipa planting for food and jobs form adwuma enho aduane ne ehunu wa market ana entos edru baby na mienu 10 cedis Ukwa, yen shada mwa 5 cities mani ya yiba akwasha usamo. Ntukwa ni abuwa mienu fa 10 cities. Wotwa ni de ba akwa to so. Planting for food and jobs. And what duane, ɛna wa ayi Ghana market no yet to amanya yesi ya wo railway minister bisa wo ho say railways na wen amampanyi so amu bo adwuma because rap Peter Mewuti ho no obekanfo kanoforiata say be obenya favor it was sorry anu nam the best finance minister ever is kanoforiata interview bi obe grant bi anu ama ne fans wa ama ne fans o amampanyi wa fa say obepam no
Okrah
and your man troka. His Excellency Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo, I will tell you the truth today. You have 2 years to redeem your name. You have 2 years. Was it you almost broke the age 2008, brah? Sanko for time a juma no ya na eka kete kawo wini no enya bini o. Enya bini. If some ministers were young, then you lie bad. I will tell you the gospel truth. If MPP want to break the 8, you claim you have the men. Bring those men out. Let us see them. And your portfolio position be ambassador at large. Some ambassador no mashusha krom ha hwehwe na hwehwe no mihunu. Ni din ne honam se. And ya kretia to on ya tua kabraneka. MPI etunu wawanji jamba for eno ano so ya create ministry amano planning and monitoring minim dia wa planning ena minim dia wa monitor
Bye muka
ano so si wa mani mo en waju wa mani sikadi oje allowance oje V8 waje bibiabi. So at the end of the day on mine boka so yenya resource but on my penye say omo bo adwuma ama penye si omo bo adwuma 0550582982 asem na ma bo akire no tutu fie hwa na so ya analysis ni bi ne ekoyanim oba ya 1 minute na obi nso atimi ababi because na ya line na ye adwuma na e ba akopɛ 0550582982 oba no akabini ekoyanim na ententem. So good evening.
Good evening.
Ote me ka wodi ni baby afra me free.
I have done to give it a bit of an return.
Mamintio.
Yeah, Nanado neba on so much she or my because Nanado opposition in summer papa we be kind. None of the na the Dokoya the Kun did no a Okrah once the public way at 50 pesos. Not Dokoya say. And now could attend to the only warrior and background to me find Kabe Kunchumuku. Into the now power to honor not now who said, or my or but chant from the shan and son, but the other man or transfer and the end. Nanado end.
Okrah 95.1.
The Ghana card, but two Abediala because about 2 now, you have to know, most 10 years in yes, letter commission book, you know. Last 4 years, and what's the sign we know, Mammy, I covered the staff for covering time. I saw the whole delightful, not so the new bar, I don't know to me, not that bar, not the shoe. May you really say about to about yes, about to about you. I'm open to movie about most of the Ghana card, but to
Medasima Obisu Mrebi 0550582982 0550582982. Hello, good evening.
Hello.
Good evening. Odini baby afra me free. Now I can be amyako. Oya bema maneso oya bema maneso kasa memem.
Okrah 95.1.
Kafra o kasa na na wachi minim se wada na wutie na asem ne ye wahi na apese o kabio metimi hu enti oba no ama ne so ne mate won ka ye. Good evening.
Good evening.
Odini frame me free.
But you made Frank me free official Atadeka.
Maminti o kabi.
Akukwa do no na adwene ye ni say ye jimi wo hu. Card na ye vote last 2 years na ye no card no sisia no aye bunching e wo dem. Osa ka kire ye say sisia no or the Ghana card e ba be voting. O ka say ye jimi wo hu. Ye nyimi ye. na wanga wapa omo a odi di brand ma omo a wo mantimi anya hwi na omo ninam keke na besia na omo bo na sika no so taa na won che no o ka sa yejimi
Onye FM 95.1
na ya ban ya so ye hu dida etino me ka kire ni se wakotena baabi na o si onye resafo eda nanim na se wo ye papa wo ye fa se wo ye boni so a wo ye fa ba eda ni bedu onu abehu se so fi power na okotena fia obehu ne obehu ejuma pa wa ye
me da say 0550582982 umefa ni patre na afi ya be se yen komo no ase na me be phone lines in tem don't worry there wantimi aka ne sisi ya no e bo 945k me be phone lines na ma na wo question wo asem ya person ka watimi dia to good evening.
Good evening. Your friend is still in Africa.
Can be nianko.
It's me say we friend ni etimi friend kwan. Because I say yen for no omuni fra omu hu hwe. Odi ekoti ase omu hu de eko. Me da say.
Onye
So me da say ya na
95.1
campaign we try simple but we can't say ni nyina me fa last two na afa media cinema ba be hye ye me komo no ase enwumre. Good evening.
Hello, Nana. Good evening.
Odi ni baby afra me free.
Me did mommy ya me free
Suhum mami ntio. Ya fra say.
me did mommy ya.
Okay, mami ntio.
Hey, Nana do the me who present you waba. Oh my papa ni to me thing. Papa ni to my do boy. I say once my say yen to abama no. Me do am ntia say. Papa to my do boy yen papa what's papa say yen. And odi yi boni tia yen ka no. On the uncle so no ye. Do obey dia.
Onye FM 95.1
Ese papa di o ka kire ye me to abama MPP da. Nso dia papa kanti me fire ka kire me ba ko me ni me ba ina ko to papa. Na nde why ye nsi ya. Ondi on ni nya kokon.
Me da say. Ese why campaign boni e no hu ana. Enye me na me ka wa na o ka wase. Me family last caller. Good evening.
Fine evening, Baba.
Odini baby afra be free.
Within the color, make us free the blue.
Kabini enko.
The query I am MPP for almost free education baby and any zoo. Free education baby in the person. See a blow Ghana.
Na say free education no erane anameboa.
Oh, mama, the real running and yes, is then Kola was school more bread. And Kola was school more bread.
Onye FM 95.1
Me da say.
Now I'm from la. Me da say.
Me so me da say me ha ho kra me say be phone lines no enche na yetimi ato ankomo no eso na meto me bo wo question bi e wo hono mo a me so me bomode na makan e de amount na ene me be phone lines no enche me say be ya wo asem ya pese wo kire wadwen a watimi a kire no entem. Muka, live on Onia 95.1 FM and live on YouTube. Live on YouTube, Onia 95.1 FM. You're live on Facebook, Onia 95.1 FM. What's that on Facebook page now? You're by Yamam, somebody kind like it. We are now a share show, no. Mamadima hashtag no name. Hashtag Onia Pemuka. Oh yeah, hashtag no. We are now the comments at us here. Say the comments in the baby, me kind. Would you my time that one my kind of it makes me feel good. What I say? Said me kai ebo wa mane no. Say baby a Ghana card no ho nkomo edru no. Yes say Ghana card no wanya bia be kakra no. Wo kwaji mita ye ma 2024 untimi nto aba. Ebe kakra no. Wo sem card no, woni Ghana card akoye re-registration a ye betwam by 30th September. Ghana card no ya ade nyina. Oya bibia ye jana enye ye. Ayi so ba boni a waware na kire fi. We ya de wa wutimi nya no. Ano so awotete. Anti ade bia fa Ghana card no and na wasi yetimi hunu. My culture say abind the 293 million Ghana cedis. And what they catch the Ghana first what the Ghana card. But at the end of that 293 million no, I was a Ghana ni bianya Ghana card. Money company na in partnership agreement. I was such a year hono. Company is going to manage our data for the next 15 years. It's a juma bia a Ghana card na yan says Sikano. Ebekwa company no one not yet hoka for maintenance, for replacement and other things. But na okwaya correction or Ghana card so abet yeska. Mass registration went to me anya bianya. Now penentem ya si premium bet you 250 Ghana cedis. Yeah, free no. Yeah, ni free na NIA for edible mo for hini so amu nyiska no wa mo boa me na make a kire wo. Na kwa we sika nkrofo age wo NIA. Enti say sika ni nyina ya jeje na kwa account be mu. Ya di 293 million na wie. Say 250 na ye tuatua na account be mu na ekọ. But the yeah person hunu no. It's about the system. System na kasa na e generate Ghana card no. We just want to have a knowledge. That was our system no. Ghana for the one agent say company biti baby managing and data is risky. Okrah na anya nokore. And no say me nim hu nim de. Kabia. Common floor na me de ka. Me not general knowledge na me de beka. But wo mo ye expert wo hono beboa ye. And it na anwumre. Me aba ma ya ira kwaku one time pia na jo. Ma monitor ne pa. MP. Yeah, good evening. Maybe I fine. Yami adom ye ho ye pa.
The first time I remember here, first time saw me home.
Sawa ho. And ya na bibia ye new.
Bibia everything is new.
But edrun komo na enye new.
Omani na ma nyoma enye new.
Sawa ho.
Yami wo
bibia be fine. Samu nyina mo ka ho bi. And I said, we will be shy enough in common actress. Anyway, and you remember that's so by ye. And ya pasi yanim dear, it was system, and ya did generate Ghana card. One I'm a ye. And now we are head of system, until there was system no be anonymous. And it's your net obedicate me name for you na young who said Ghana card na ye no ye de himself as so but approach na ye de mano and to ye mu binum ya dwen say a wrong approach because I didn't quite to say ye threaten ye one ya Ghana card unye way I say a headmaster and the students and I say obi a won e ba no
instructions
all man instruction by your mind. We are not living in the jungle.
Yes.
A Ghana card and they said you here interchanges by 1,000 and she said Ghana card and who here painting. I was here who him be a sefata. What was the idea of this whole Ghana card happen? Idea no a day you per se ye day. What do you want to achieve as a country with this Ghana card?
Okay, good evening to our listeners, new viewers. Michio Bibia. Na Ghana card na sebi started in 2006 under President Kufuor.
Yeah.
Now the idea of the whole concept was that KPC one-stop shop of a card.
Okay.
Now it has a one-stop shop of a card. What it means is say once a ukuta DVLA, ukuta NHIS, ukuta SNET. It harmonizes all those data into a one centralized system.
Okay.
I Ghana card, smart card.
Okay.
So the way I say, won't drive here na say busa say or driver license were here. And you can say we use driver's license.
Oh, sir.
Ni nyina be call
Ghana card and also.
Once and say I'm the about say SNIT. They say your Ghana card.
Yeah.
They say I'm issue card ma SNIT for you.
Yeah.
NHIS also sir.
Okay.
And it was supposed to go to DVLA and all the other government agencies. So the concept was to have a smart card. Say obia you put all of them together. And to be frank, I remember in November 16th, 2016, we met MasterCard. I'm a rep now African or from Nigeria.
Okay.
Yeshiano. The concept was that Ghana card no campus abe your ATM card. Until the channel say uko be bank account.
Bank account.
And can we issue
ATM mau.
Nanka o de card no amount. To the more what it means they say normal programming amount. So programming mawa. On one now the be you see they use sika. On me kai say share no cramp yeah meeting we o tria for payment or you use Ghana card for Nigeria and the tria. Into Ghana card now is an ECOWAS card.
Yeah.
You better go into all those details
you
to explain.
Why ECOWAS because it's a Ghana card. But I kwaja you ECOWAS also.
Yes.
It's no better in okay.
Now one thing that me per se we will take time and go through is that I remember the last time
and now we'll do less talking because I want to learn.
Yes.
I want to know much about this whole Ghana card system.
Okrah, Dr. Baumia, Vice President. Or some is it an address at the Aseshi? Or make some serious statements say Ghana card and it was started by President Kofo. Now NDC buy and you stop no. It's no buy and no be Kenya no mamu ye bibia. Me tell asem me who dream papa. Serious me nyaba.
Ada na enya no kore.
Enya no kore.
Na say dia momo print ya me say me ye bi ma nyame de.
Ni nyina metro macho.
Okay, Matthias.
Okay, so metro 2008. And you started NIA 1st July central.
Okay.
Now system was called the centralized system. Now because a centralized system ani nyina say NIA me movie on equipment and you be by location to say district.
Yeah.
You be register. You register we are near issue slip amount. Me just so we register your ma slip.
Yeah, your mama slip.
And you can say the be later.
Later.
Ha. The issue ma we are near the data no egusi this so.
Okay.
Near the ni nyina ba Okrah. You print we are near sa the ni nyina sa ba back. Am mama. That was the concept and that was the idea you share centralized. Until now we register your mouse slip and say drew now the babaji. Now, in 2000 and Abayan Society in 2009, that was the time NDC abide. But before that, let me clear. I know a lot of people make allegations say NDC they may call NIA. I started working at NIA under President Kufo. Through through my professional, I went for an interview. I passed and I was made the maintenance lead in our registration. It's a near NDC.
And I don't call
NIA. We started under President Kufo.
Okay.
When we met that system, which was a centralized system, so in 2008, that time, 2009, now you registered Central Region, Western, Professor Dumont, Kobna Dumont, out Wakani Baby.
Yeah.
Ne papa, and an executive secretary. And I day or changing the day Professor Atifa Ebai. See, NDC winnie, now. You call voter region acquire registration. That time, not still in printed cards be.
Okay.
Not even the data center they printed card on not yenye.
Okay.
Until 2009, you buy and you say, why are we registering people? You printing crampon tests. Say data ne collecting correct and I say you correct. See share you know you say you start the best data center or golf house shashi near start here. You start here no na. You register the whole country. You register the whole country and you started printing Greater Accra. So
you were able to register everybody.
We registered everybody. When we finish, I'll show you Baumia's report. I gave you a copy of the report.
And
I'll be happy if you project it on your screen. Say the Bayer Ubiabehu that report. Now, you register everybody in the country. Into share Baumia Onkasa Mamo report and they stated say they came to meet 16 million registered data in NIA. But you call out now, you call you printing Greater Accra now, you call out say you issue cards na mom. One thing I notice here and they say it was really expensive.
Okay.
What move or equipment, any your staff, which you are more daily, and your mark year registration. When we are outside the cards number, all the data number Greater Accra headquarters, I be printing, as how they call back. It was costly.
None boarding.
So now a bank service, a bank crampo investing much money in it. In 2013, and a margins groups, I'm approach NIA. And I'm catching say they can bring up a system. That time, so now technology has advanced. The system now is using data.
Okay.
So the approach they say they can do a system for
us.
More
managing
is CA, you know. More manages the CA, margins group.
Okay.
One manages the CA. And see, I'm approaching NIA and I'm say they can do a system for us with their partners from Germany, Demalog.
Okay.
They can do a system for us. I said, "They oba, we register here na near do kadamao." Said they be unko and some baby because obi be call obeba no want to be baby na card no government are wasting resources.
Na wa print ama
na ka. You can say any sade you be it took to the board that time Larry Ajete ne brother ne bano and ne. So we went through the process. The board approved it, government approved it, PPA2 approved it. Instead of starting it at a go, no, you started with the foreigners. So they came up with a project called the FIMS, that's the Foreigners Identity Management System.
Okay.
So in 2013, that project came on. Now the requirement is say any foreigner be a Ghana bia was here register. Now you have it a card before you can transact any business in Ghana. So we started it 2013. Now it was supposed to be the pilot project for 2 years. And they say after 2 years, see a tested project system near correct. That means we can expand it to include Ghanaians.
So somebody foreigners better try. Okay.
See the foreigners they try 2015 and BBR 2013, 2014, you say the system is
better than the
name you're using. I buy my we say young we go ahead to do with the expanded PPP. And say card na you print your cards and you print your cards in data no you be exporting ababe a new system. Said you be over yet me distribute over 900,000 cards. Emma Ghanaians. Said the bay be or one old card. No. Pin number no the transaction only be a different one.
Okay.
Tia importing in exporting in a new system ni mo. Tia di call new system ni mo. And ye starting to share. Omwa opa o tie for. Obia or old Ghana card, unyani old Ghana card no. Onfa card no. No share pin number ne was no. No for new Ghana card no. No share pin number ne was no share say any the same.
The same because your colleague back on the ye old one on it buy and the same number everything
and it was so it was part of it said the bear obia resources and see the card was supposed to be everything was supposed to be instant into sure there's a letter Pacho so bet me a project here mami anka me ni beje ho okay bako ya trying to say memorandum moratorium on acquisition of automated fingerprint identification system, IFIS, by ministries and department agencies. Letter near 18th June 2014. Yes. The ending actually say 2014 abain ye testy. Pacho debi. There's one be yachro moratorium on acquisition. Automated 2014.
Okay. Okay, this one.
Yes, this
one.
All right. So we have a date in 2014. That time it was under President Mahama.
Okay.
Now it was signed by Prosper D.K. Bani, who was the chief of staff then. Now, me to me nkoni
okay.
But idea
Don Richie the media mouse see no betimi a project here no my near the asase.
Yes.
Na ya kan mu kakra. Ya hwede ye wom na afei. Ya toa ye nkomo no so nti. Ya obe project ya ma yen sisi a.
Okay. Okay. It's mean to us now.
Okay.
Now let's know the heading nyina say government the you can say you the BB to be so moratorium you the BB to so be to be so say when na government agencies bia anto any biometric system I friend EFIS almost the be capture fingerprint bio in 2014 okay 2014 na government notice say other state institutions like SNET DVLA NHIS no almost koto EFIS a biometric system a they check it say the duplication it's aban this letter ba say hwe na aban dwumadie bia nkoto sa machines ni bio na they will all fall on NIA.
Okay, I think documents now are ready. Facebook no so obetimi ready be the I think Yaya be ready just a portion of
yes. I see 18th June 2014 moratorium on acquisition of automated fingerprint identification system by ministries, departments and agencies.
Okay.
Now, I see the National Identification Authority was established by Act 707 empowered NIA to develop and implement a national identification infrastructure. NIA is mandated to develop, record, and update an identity management system through enrolling citizens, legal residents, and issuing them with unique identification numbers, national identity cards that are linked with their biographical and biometric details. The Nini Nachan say, Emra Ashe NIA say, Ono na ye mandated institutional, it was or capture fingerprints. Any biometric ono pay. There's the act no. Now Agbaye who say other governments agencies who say NIA since someone yan started you know almost so entimi ntwen NIA nti ompe so omkotobi but Aban say omo place ban on all of them na mo ntwen NIA because that time no na pilot of the films na wi aye babe expanded PPP no
okay
nti wo hwa wo see to achieve the purpose for the creation of NIA, government has decided to place a moratorium on any further purchase of automated fingerprint and biometric identification systems by MDAs.
Okay.
To the change, I say, or a ban at 2 BBA, so Sheno Bia Uncle Toby. And in 2014, and you start say, some of you be to call Germany to meet the company. Say the bear emails exchanges ni now. Say the bear bit my export data no. And no mom the delay kakra.
Okay.
A delay kakra until na until by 2015 the system was ready. 2015 the system was
current
ready.
System
using it. 2015 you're ready. Now the issue was that we went into a PPP arrangement with the partners. At this stage, there was some disagreement between NIA and we say Margins Group about who is supposed to host the data and who is supposed to have access to the data. Enoniasem. It's no draggy a lot.
Okay.
Also, so sure, me the letter Emma the then your friend is saying Deputy Attorney General Dr. Ayene. Or sure letter. Patches one who letter on so
letters in a door swenty as me be more and my share.
Last but one 20th October 2015.
Okay, let me check. Let me check that one.
It was signed by Dr. Ayene.
Okay.
Yes. So the heading is opinion. Foreign Identification Management Systems firms projects and expanded scope to issue instant cards to Ghanaians. The letter was 20th October 2015. Now, who read the letter now? First paragraph. Now, see, we refer to the above subject as well as all correspondence in respect of same and especially the letter issued from this office dated 26th August 2015, wherein the Attorney General advised the National Identification Authority that a value for money audit should be carried out by the Ministry of Finance in respect of the project.
or the better CCC and nothing. Or more Facebook no so what me read. I thought out me screenshots and all the at home. So when you be an answer, you free to our we are what me kind. What you say,
okay. And you will see, we note that there is some misunderstanding between NIA and identity management systems regarding the conduct of the audit. We note also that the factory acceptance test remains outstanding due to the inability of the parties to agree on a date to carry out the test.
Okay.
Based on the above, we propose that all stakeholders in the matter convene for a meeting aimed at resolving all outstanding issues and moving the foreign identification management system project forward. We propose that the meeting be held on signed by Honorable Dr. A. Anyene, MP, Deputy Attorney General. So this was the letter or the call here say that misunderstanding to resolve it.
Okay.
Later on, it may resolve it and a year factory acceptance test of the system. Now, a year factory acceptance test. If you do a factory acceptance test of the system, you have to do what we call the site acceptance test. By a year factory acceptance test in Fufi and Toanta and NDC.
And on HSN factory acceptance test.
Ode Makoto Funwe. Now Odia Bremi. Ode Bremi, Odia call Ubebia Udi free buy warehouse. Into what I'll do is that I'll come and inspect, say it meets the requirements and make us a panel.
Okay.
On the factory acceptance test. We are not said come site. I could test here say a meeting me requirements so and Sunday we are pilots.
Okay.
Of the system. Problems are here for and say time Dr. Baumiamu Baye Amubu says system was already done. Me say ye made the man show 95.1. The choir near see made them fan paper if I bag them free office.
Reasons in the same.
Man show handing over notes. Reasons I did immediately say me attack Akufo-Addo during the 2016 elections on Facebook. And I did immediately.
Interesting.
It's your letter now. Me choir can say ye Medina and I say Pacho me say me there no say me family bag and I'm fan bag and PF officer.
And one try handing over beyond
man try handing over
system no you drew her.
A lot of people amu yomudi nyina amu nyina obi ancho handing over.
Wow.
Ancho handing over bia. So the pilot there was several attempts to start the NIA cards, but there was failure.
Yeah.
Because the system does something with the connectivity. It is when you have connectivity to the server. We were taking our time, said the bay, you be out a baby beer, Ghana for a bow bedroom. 20 year factory acceptance test, na cry Pesanka, President Mahama, a baby lunch. And also there be. Yenjamu bar. No matter to us. No. There was a picture, Dr. Baumia by Milana, head of systems, now me taking around to the old system, to the new system. See, there was an issue, say, NI should stop everything for the government to take over and set up a committee to come out with a report on what the way forward for NI. Now, as part of our developing of this new system, once in a year, and say you say harmonize data. No,
okay.
So the other state institutions can link into it and have access to it. It includes telcos. 95.1. By this time, and can we register for Ghana card that your geo phone number? No, and you can say
me re-registration.
And can you can say re-register? And to share fields now, a NI forms also. 4 fields.
Yeah, there's a column.
A column I say Joe for phone number ba.
Yeah. I think I'll give that one to Don Richard to project that one for us.
Osha. The year and say the beya anka wo your registration for your Ghana card now your Joe phone number. The moment your Joe phone number no, that means we've registered you for the same card.
Okay.
What will happen is that we will harmonize or link it up with the telcos. So that telcos will have only a view access on that particular data, no.
Okay.
So that they can frequently update it. So they have new phone number, they will update it. Yenko your fingerprint view. Yenko your BBA view. That was the purpose.
Now, NIA taking your fingerprints. Telcos also taking your fingerprints.
Yes. That was not what NIA system was designed for. And Okrah Atefa Professor Atefa has issued a statement say the data na telcos no air capture no it cannot be verified with NIA. They can't verify it because they are taking an offline fingerprint, which NIA is taking a live fingerprint. So there's no matching. The data now, you acquire a child fingerprints, no way. You are matching it to NIA.
So why are they taking it?
Yes, they are not matching it with NIA data. They are matching only your your PIN number to NIA record. Which also made me because the fingerprint is your unique identity.
Yeah.
Fingerprint enemy but PIN number no in identification process. There are 3 stages. We have something called identification, verification, and authentication. I have a phone should be NTBB. Say me bank now ba yatiwa uba be yisika. Odo card amame. Now do card man me share card name na me show anymore. Na me who send your picture ne so no wa I have identified you, but I have not confirmed say wa.
Okay.
So what you say?
Yeah.
My who say wa.
Facebook no so Oniana the 5.1 FM and Onia TV Facebook page form no na ho no enti ya baby I did read ADP no. Okay.
Those baby I did read ADP ni to harmonize data with state institutions.
Okay.
It will share phone numbers. We are taking 4 local phone numbers, 2 foreign numbers, your email address, and the institutions almost a snake voter ID, passport, national health insurance, driver's license, any tax identification number.
TIN number.
So what it means is that all these state institutions are not supposed to take your biometric data again.
Automatically.
And to what it means is that say Okrah passport. Okrah will present your Ghana card.
Okay.
O present your Ghana card. Na maka yourself and start to machine so.
Na yam confirm.
O don't start to Ghana machine so na e pull you data. NIA aba passport data in system so. No more I enter more relevant data mo so here no. No more save. See that means your data is linked to NIA with your fingerprints. Uko DVLA so asa. Until there was no need for all these state institutions to also be taking your fingerprints.
Wow.
Now, we say telcos ni every say no. And I can say, okay, all these people into creative view and ma telco for now.
Yeah.
Until so also say yatiwa otato another Titi, osato another kada, oko NIA. Oko telco na or the fingerprint siswa. Normal police record. Normal. I register somehow. Sana nanka was say and say you're wasting for time. I was say NIA has over 8 million phone numbers.
8 million phone numbers.
It was system, almost system nimo. Now let me ask you, say what numbers ni now? It should have been planned. Everything should have been planned. Now the question when I ask people, I will say, as at that time, I NIA, yes, I don't know. A better one who say, yeah, Titi, this number belongs to you.
Yeah.
The question I'm assuming someone say, who register your GPS code?
Yeah. Aye.
Mr. Omudu call for you check, say, code near correct.
Debbie. The made mama
I'm sure. But do you know, say, that code no is not verified by NIA system. Code na, GPS code na. Okwa mo catch yourself fa momo no. Opa NIA query system no. Nkofo bi krampo wo ho no ma mo do NIA na mo kasa mo GPS code. NIA code na wo ho no. Ana mo use you na mo do ball into the system. It is say bi mo ha ye kasa ye kwahwehwem be bi amote NIA office. And I'm challenging NIA they should come out and say
interesting.
The code GPS code is not verified by any system. They don't answer mo Amubogum keke. Into one. Inti.
And we call the TV3. The I what TV3.
And one on sanity. It's not verified data. No, you know. Amudru ye na who say, I buy for no, I buy dada no. Amo ye bibi no. And I'm say quickly. Yenye intentem. And I'm ye say the be ameka say ye anya hwe. But now what we were doing that we wanted to take our time and come out with a system. Say the be ya. Samreya, the part over 3 million people have not been issued their card. But he said, Professor Tifaka said 800,000 people have not been issued. It's never true. It's 3.3 million and 2,000 people have not been issued their national ID cards. And what is happening is that because as at the time they were registering, there were connectivity problems and those things. Everything was not planned. If we had planned it well, Kawasi would do one pay. Oh yeah, I need a issue card now. Now, and some baby. Now, you call Dr. Bawumia on one kasane reports. On one kasane report, this is a report of Technical Committee on National Identification Projects. Confidential.
Okay.
It was on 1st March 2017.
Okay, let me look for that one.
Now, Okrah page. Let me share page here.
Okay. Where a factory site acceptance.
That is the 2016 year.
Yeah.
Yes, I mean on Okrah names now on Grandpa Midin.
Yeah.
Say, Misumi factory acceptance test of the new system. No.
Okay.
Now there is a technical report. On no chair NIA. Cast now you read you register you know. And also into page.
Okay, I think this one, right?
Yes, yes,
Okay.
that is it. That is
Right.
it.
Okay.
That is it.
Don't reach me 2 hours to see, and then you project it for us.
Okay.
And then
Into Okrah page 6. Page 6. Into Okrah page 6. Now much sure observations and findings. Visit to NIA. Into 84 said Dr. Bawumia any MPP phobia out because say and that NDC yam printed one cast be a
don't reach it. Obes scroll down. No, I call page 6. Am I?
Yeah, page 6. No, Moka say.
Okay, report of the Technical Committee for National Identification Authority.
Yes.
Okay.
Say, I'm about out because say NIA and under NDC I'm printing one card cramper. Mr. Musio Muhu. On one technical report, 1st March. So we project to who say this here. Or say visits, observation and findings, visit to NIA. The committee had a meeting at the premises of NIA, followed it up with an extensive inspections of its facility and premises. The committee made several observations, notably among which were that NIA has collected registration data on about 16 million citizens, of which about 9 million records has been loaded into the NI database. Send me kind of first, no. Your banner be register near the data no. To see this so. Yeah, they are back. It's a register ni pack 16 million. Now share 16 million. 9 million of it were loaded into the NI database. Now the other records were on the CD. About 2.7 million identification cards has been personalized. You can't say personalized in search. Say it has gone through the printing process. I print them out.
Don't reach you the screenshot in or no, 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 shot in my not yet me and projecting it. Thank you.
Okay. Now I see 2.7 million identification cards has been personalized using 2D barcode technology.
Okay.
President Kufuor time no that as a car say that technology no was not that advanced until we were using what we call the 2D barcode. 2D barcode ways. It was not a smart card.
And
as
yes,
at
smart.
the AEC and we have printed 2.7 million cards and a while, and only 900,000 of them were distributed. 900,000 people received their cards in Greater Accra.
Okay.
Because that was where we started the distribution. And you say boarding dodo. Into a instant issuance.
Issue. Okay.
Into 900,000 people got their cards.
Okay, and documents no that report and where Dr. Bawumia kasa reports what they buy and where you visit to NIA. Na so ma panya be de kire na kasa ko NIA. Do ko hu ye and no ma document ya de atu Facebook live on so no. Enti ye kan ko no Facebook no so aso betimi akan e de ye chibi.
Okay. And also the NIA currently hold a stock of about 12 million blank cards. Tini wa blank cards or on my yen and I'll say the registration and instant issuance of NID cards for foreigners nationals and that the films was ongoing. So no one can say, I'm call hono. Not foreigners systems, it was ongoing. And Juma. And also the whole registration and card issuance processes takes approximately 8 minutes. By 8 minutes, who site were 8 minutes, then was here register where we.
Within 8 minutes.
Within 8 minutes.
I was here register.
Yeah, issue card.
Yeah, issue card amount. And yeah, Timmy got enough with your papa say you yeah, 3 days, 4 days.
There's no system that any institution would develop what we call piloting. Piloting in say you didn't because you best select some rural areas any city centers
okay.
Yeah, try say you test the system now say project whether I say in and out problems boom answer. Under President Kufo Tamani yes you best start NIA. I was part of the lead technical team piloting. You notify say there was a lot of system problems. Yes, just stop here. And you be fixing in 1st July 2008, you started NIA system. So big bar out, Ebeka say Ghana card under NDC government. We didn't issue any card. Dr. Baumi on one report. Eka say they NIA issued about 900,000 cards. And one core site one, now the films project was ongoing. Until then, Albeka say card now it was not working.
I said yeah, ebasa so more money Ghana for any year because obiti say me say ya menya me card. I didn't know the reason why I'm in Sanka card no. And obi anso anka hwe anchiro obia.
Me fan say ebia communication that there was a communication gap.
Yeah.
NIA as at that time no we per say ye bibia before we launch it. Because even after that, near code distributing 900,000 cards, people were even asked to come to NIA. That time, no by NIA headquarters and Kebeti issue card number. Because imagine you printed 2.7 million cards. You're calling it only 900. Because I'm on my cards. And I'm telling you for a fact, say, under this new system, my government near running, there will be the same thing. Because no, because Okrah centers Nibia, they have about over thousands of cards. Nipane meje because I'm going to make issue instantly. Amanipano. Maybe I said Nipane wu, and I will to free Okrah baby. We wanted to avoid all those things. Until the instant issuance nearby. Until I started with the films project, we noticed that it was okay. We can continue with the expanded PPP to include Ghanaians. Say they were Ghanaians for
95.1.
Until Nancy Mete say yeah, SIM card registration. Yeah, how near the Ghana for? But for me, I know why that is happening. DB Mami DB.
Evidence away.
Okay. Now, Telcos no agreed. Say Ubusa Dr. Ken Ashibi, the CEO of Chambers of Telecommunication,
yeah.
And if he will be frank with you, they agreed with NIA in a meeting that NIA should do the registration for them, so that
card
registration, so that they will pay NIA off. But the Ministry of Communication and the NCA came out and say the telcos works under them. So they have developed their own application and they are going to use to do the registration.
Communication Ministry.
Until now, this app nearby and I register phone. App now can take your finger. And under a private person. Until when him say, "Sa app near the registration, telcos for no ebetria NCA
app
Okrah through NCA and NCA will pay the private developer." Until Yamuka Bache say Ghana Hano. And our NCA, you need developer be able to make this simple app.
No, the point is that if the idea was young connect your BBR to Ghana card, it means I was say NIA should be capable of doing that.
Yes.
Abrayan Sankos says he can't compare app for be say then what is the essence of the Ghana card?
And he already Professor Ken Atifa the letter to Dr. Ken Ashibi, engineer. CEO now. The letter was written on the 13th of September 2021. Or say SIM card registration exercise, biometric identification verification via NCA Android registration application. The NCA we say Dr. Engineer Kenashibi, actually take on Professor Atifa say Android application now NCA for a developing. Can it be used to verify what is in the NIA system? At small kind. Okay, first paragraph now. Or see the design and development of the processes by which the National Communication Authority, acting by itself or through a third party, will collect, store, and biometric data of SIM card holders is exclusive to NIA. It's exclusive to NCA. The NIA does not have any input in the development of the said Android registration application. For this reason, NIA is unable to confirm that the biometric data to be collected by NCA for the purpose described above will meet the standard to enable NIA successfully verify their system. The all can say application now NCA for some developer to do the SIM card registration. I'm more involved with NIA. NIA any more share. And NIA mean determine say data now I'm more collecting. It can be used to verify 95.1. He even went further to say the data now more collecting, biometric data now collecting is an offline one, and it cannot be used to verify it. Henceforth, NIA is not verifying all the fingerprint taken. So fingerprint now, although Ghana card acquire SIM card registration, that fingerprint is not being verified by NIA.
And it's our fingerprint in a coin.
A coin for any private person.
Any private developer.
Very well.
And they say fingerprint back we
NIA.
Fingerprint back we are NCA.
Now the NIA no crani NCA and the quality is different. Because say often now using them using any the same pixels or with whatever it is. So what data now the quality no any NIA and any the same. It can't be used to match it. They can only verify the by using the PIN number. No. It is said the name kind of first and say, "What about me hall or bank? Although card no mammy I'm share, you know. My identify you, but me verify say one." Now the next stage in say, "Me boy PIN number no system anymore." Now me boy now go check your NIA system. No say, "And pa PIN number no." Our NIA system. Say ba say successful that time I have verified you say. Card now their mammy no and part our NIA system no. But still me I establish your identity. I can only establish your identity through a biometric authentication. That means they say me catch you say
fingerprint
SEO. So it's two in authentication is two. We call one to many and one to one. One to one and they say me scan or card no. Me scan your card now don't my catch you say found so. Now the card stores your fingerprint. In the case of Francis, so you are authenticating against what is on the card. That means it's one-to-one matching.
Okay.
Now the one-to-many, they say, because yourself Francis, so now I call NIA system. I call herself if you exist in it. Who exists in it? And Edward say yes, you verify. That is one-to-many. So you are going to verify many data against what you captured.
Okay.
So what you say? Now this process here, 3 steps here. Where your SIM card registration? Where is that?
The phone been a year, me them start to on a year and say.
And there is nothing like verification or authentication. They've not established your identity. SIM card registration here, there's nothing technically they've not established your identity. So we may end up having say, I'm sure dachi bia. Yes, SIM card registration.
SIM card registration. From her, and besi. I don't care any to maybe any asari ani ato something or office near the queue and your voters ID card the print here. Yeah, it's just a gun had a baby about me a delay money.
Yeah. And
I mean for the
you have the NIA system there. Everything is there for you. Now
say you jump here the back. My clear no answer na yakọ because I no hear me. Who can say a company no crowd
Margins Group.
Money or more and tempt to treat you my delay ni by any na why ne be keep data no why ne be access to the data it's the agreement be na mo have ye
say yeah if you anti MPP are buying the buy But my knowledge actually says for now, no, the data is housed in NI headquarters. Yeah, build it. I'm gonna build it tier 3 data center. I'm gonna house data. No.
95.1.
But the issue is that the private person still have an interest because on any cannot they be invested.
Exactly.
Until the developers now more outside, no, they can remotely get into the system and do whatever they want to do. That one day, I know say NIA will come out and say it's not true, but the truth is that the private partner no, still have access to our system.
Oh, for that one, may I know say emergence group no omo share data no so omo no more access to data. Although NIA have access to the data, omo so no access to data na.
Yes, because
yes,
because what is happening is that we're investing millions of dollars. Nti okase ojai bibiama NIA. Now at the end of the day, so be sorry no say system ni na.
Yeah, not just say waboka.
So he has an invested interest in it.
The agreement be I just want to quickly go through which and say
95.1.
That private company na obeshe data no so until after 15 years.
After 15, that was for the PPP.
So, this is it. I say the NIA project is to deliver ID cards to all Ghanaians over a period of 1 year. Within this period, the state is committed to $124 million, while the project partner is committed to $169 million. The total project cost for the delivery of the Ghana card is therefore $293 million. This one, they were responding to NDC claims. They say, almost use 1.2 billion. Now, I say, when the card has been delivered and become fully functional, part of the revenue that the NIA will be raking in by virtue of daily use of the card will be used to manage operational costs and pay off the investment that the partner would make over the period of 15 years. And see, that private developer margins companies, you know, so for 15 years.
Yes. And now the process, there are so many ways for them to get their revenue back.
Yeah.
And if you say Bank of Ghana issue, say the only card to raise in here. And
do
you know that do you know say that act was passed by NDC? That's the LI 2111. It was passed by that Ghana card will be used in doing the registration, and it lists all the say bank transaction and everything. So Okrah verify bank near use Ghana card verification now. There's some kind of revenue creative that they will get some and government will also get some because government will also
95.1.
So that for a period of time, government will now take over. That is the build, operate, and transfer. So that government will take the whole, now be the NIA, will be now for Ghanaians because the private partner has gotten all Watenica every. So that was the idea, and I think say they are following it, but the process and the approach, is what is bad. Okay. So for example, Amayen say bank application. They've given it to a sole partner, that is the margins group.
Yeah.
I'm going to handle BBR, the revenue side. Now, if say any NHIS, so the NHIS, for example, say I'm going to print cards bill.
Yeah.
And see any verification they will pay NIA
95.1.
Passport, if passport, so passport, they say I'm that's because renew my passport, be a biometric. It's not needed. And come also be so that system now I'm maintaining, I'm spending so much money in it.
And since our book the mammy,
the
passport book.
Only one here. There's a difference between a travel document that is a passport book and a Ghana card.
Okay.
Now internationally, we accept the
that's
passport.
That's I don't need debate to the Ghana card.
Uf, but just free. Ghana ni now outsider. Mimi say they may buy. Manje visa from Ghana. Manje Ghana visa say me ba Ghana.
Okay.
Me Ghana passport. Amu huye na chese uye Ghana.
Uye Ghana ni.
Ana me de buy. Europeans, so they have the European cards and they use it to travel out. So this thing is not anything here, but the only thing that it will save cost is that.
95.1.
So uye Ghana ni now Ghana card no honma. Ba unko entry sika. So ko je visa bill. It's at least 100 pounds new 150 what save you.
Okay. All right. Okay. We are live on Onuana 5.1 FM Pemuka and Yegusu Edema and then me pese me hu bibia e fa Ghana card no. We say the Ghana card no ho ahia na woni bia wan hwe ya aduane kra ma me kenke boutique wu koto kenke kra baby say o Ghana card won. Wanya hu nimdi a wan hwe ya wote wa na omani abeka kire se o nka ho. Na say yan shade baako. Ghana card said ya enho connection timi wie peye say so na telcos take fingerprint o call ya can say banker almost take fingerprint we don say so ni ahwe ade ya say ya no ne de ba be kwakoto aba ya dru ho
sebi yendru. If they say they will use it as a primary document for registration there, I think it's the political parties through IPAC will decide on say whether they agree to it or not. Let's say NDC are coming out with a statement say they were not party to that agreement.
And IPAC
they were not party.
And IPAC meeting
they were not party to that agreement.
Okay.
Because I don't think say Ghana card as at now there yintimi fantuaba. Because me say because register with NI office and you want me to aba. It will say, oh, you issue Ghana card data. And for me, to Maba.
And when you ask them, no, Mr. Media were TV3 here.
Until I know
about
they don't, NIA does not use, they gazette their sentence differently from EC. So they don't use NIA. Say, idea, unless technically, I'm more consultants and name more movies. But for now, I think say Drew.
Okay.
Technically, there can be a way out there, but I don't think say it will be a mess.
It's the bet me possible yet for Ghana card bet and say we are Ghana and near register.
But I read something online from Dr. Farijan.
Yeah.
See, it will be a recipe for disaster. Because what is happening? Because what happened is say per the ECCI no. Or say when you are 18 years and above as a Ghanaian, you qualify to be registered and vote. The law does not say if you don't have your Ghana card, you are not qualified to vote. You know, there was so much relaxation. A woman, utmi Okrah na sebi me Okrah, utmi guarantee me say that system should still be there. Say who guarantee me say minim yaira koku. Or a Ghana ni mamini ni papeni into a Ghana. You go through that process now. NIA is even doing that.
Yeah, they are doing it.
So why would that make it say easy the chinchinia you say and I don't see the reason you making the Ghana card under them. No, I don't see why they are making it so much say be a Ghana card. Because one, as I'm kind the GPS address now we taking is wrong. And she was to say Mrs. Titi say I think some Tiwa be say your friend say your friend say adudankwa say the nyomo ye na ti bi bo piara enti say the say
95.1
data no to say a case be baby out here. Code now the man how authentic is that? And I only the funny thing is say ubo team number bia and not that format now the system will pick it. And they've made it a mandate. They made it mandatory field. HSS so one far Ghana code GPS code now. You ain't mean register. But they don't verify it. And the data be now capture. Now,
it's I was verify.
Verify bibia na time I was here. That means before that you have to build your Ghana your addressing system has to be there. Said it to be verified. You are already in the address system. So as soon as you born a share, the system will check see whether and pass a honor and as a new honor. Those things were all supposed to be 95.1. You cannot have an addressing system without the physical address. Semi-board semete GA0012 doesn't make any meaning to you. It doesn't. But some case be number 222 main passing road Road, East Legon. At least it gives you an idea where
you are staying.
Where I'm staying. So the GPS, the Ghana address system now we use here, I don't know where our vice president all of a sudden moved into the technological way. Okay, somebody we buy a COVID app.
Yeah.
Buy.
Hey, nasa app no kura fine.
I remember I made some analysis on the system and I came out with MPP for Bashe me sir up to now. So I am busa say. I am busa say it is that app na e wan fa. One mo na use
95.1.
You are spending money on it.
Yes, Ghana you do. Okay, so ya brand baby ya keka kono. I was say yetimi na per agreement any me fan say steps anamo take to register Ghana ni bia no. Now at a point I was say me tries can send me Ghana card.
No. Actually, what is happening now is that any of the district centers now and the regional centers now, you are not supposed to pay. It is only when you go to NI office and I will say a premium service.
I don't know what's a premium service.
Okay, ebia or quite better condition. Because I don't know why they came out with that one. Because what was supposed to happen is first registration is supposed to be free. You only pay when you are coming for a replacement. So card naira.
Yeah.
So card naira, Ukoji police reports back. Then you come.
Even voters ID card you pay 5 cedis or so.
Now only not the cramp say because it's a replacement, and can be building some kiosks.
Okay.
Or advantage centers. Until card you do only a momo, not a more a unique code. Or call any of the kiosks now. You put your fingerprint on it. Then you
print your amount.
DQ mu and control line and all those things were part of a year and KA. Into DQ says okay, Okrah.
Yeah.
Now update. Update only Okrah.
I hope
the whole into northern region. Krana udinu wronger. This about Okrah.
And no me can update no mo de buy and say correction obetua 30 cedis.
Yeah.
FM 95.1.
Edina me boy no omo enter. A back card and also Nedino mistake womb. May the question among correct or semi cheska.
Yes.
So at the end of the day, me mama will be when I printing one printing a mistake. I don't know some.
But you see, there's some training I was some young kofana man.
Okay.
Say NI officials no register we are or the sheet be man. No catch yourself shedine also no. Say correct and I senior corrector not immediately no what change your mouth. But most of the time,
shut down so I mistake is I womb.
Debbie. On quite met me.
Obey my obey now about food.
Oh, those are some bit technical challenges. Now there's a critical way. Be I me my phone. Once a bimo qua, I'm going to register some card now. I'm going to say, I'm going to call you. And
what the card in the same way, Bibiama so.
Unim the entire.
Yes, a card.
Unim the entire basa. In the NIA system, no. Say you print you register it goes through printing, processing, finished and completed.
Okay.
It is only when it is completed that means the process has been finished in the system. Now, okay, in the run up to 2020 elections, the NDC, NIA can say now they are issuing the cards without going through biometric. Oh, sure. Some are your card no. So also don't start too machines.
Aye, don't start to answer.
Now that time no, I'm printing papers be. Into koni show ni money do card amount. Okay,
Mekai.
Yes.
Mekai pa.
Ha. It's omo ye di omo card ma omo ya ma omo ko verifications through the verification process. Omo na enya problems so say no. Sad me no me put it up on a post on the social media.
And the one friend Mr. for Mami o. Me see oo. The media general kakraka we yesi oh the card we the shema is
it's unless we call NIA now go through the process again. And sana what mean your card.
Now no I work for you am ko bopin so we papa back also akọ MTN say okwa akoye registration omo ne card na na bibia pop up and now what could lie so and no or quite verify
yes,
and what 3 days.
Said that time na they card no more no be any age. I remember say I made a post on Facebook say munche dachi bia you come back and have a problem. And then I face this here. Because they did not go through the biometric verification for the card to go through the correct process to be issued out.
So now yeah brand me a few questions on systems. Send ya what being what system no. Person bisa a question you be rent this mo just 10% of it. Enti me be say me bisa say yen Ghana for na ye Ghana card na ma yen no. Say me man say hye bia be da yen so. Say wanya card na unya way unya access to this Edian na was a NIA for ye edian na was a yen Ghana for ye tail course as a various departments or money na ye involved e was am komo we mu no dear na was here because it look as if say obi age na junction so ye ntimi meet e na ye nyina ye toto aboba eba park no so NIA for to na communication ministry ato now we tell course so just say obi ntimi nka bibia e pepepe
Ohwe NIA Act 707 na NIA has no deadline.
Any deadline?
Any deadline.
Any other SIM registration, what deadline?
NIA has no deadline. It's a continuous project. So they will continue to do the registration because per the year and say anka your work for crampa you be issue no pin NIA pin number. But when you cannot develop the fingerprinter, no I could take it. Cars now more issue now. Below 15 years for so I was issue them the 2D barcode.
Yeah.
I'm paying for smart card. Now NIA is supposed to NIA system now. Come headquarters about 5 floors. Now the third floor no is supposed to house all state institutions, Ghana Police, the telcos, the banks, and other people. Say the Bayer they can be authenticating the systems as and when somebody comes in there. So what I say. So now the best thing is I would have wished that the government should call the Ministry of Communication and the NCA to order. They should meet all the stakeholders again, including NIA, which is a very, very important state institution, so that all of them will link up with NIA, so that we don't go through the process of re-registration. Because see, the process NIA has no deadline, but you're giving other institutions deadline to do it.
Yeah.
And as I today, information I mean say card no crampo no a shortage. There's shortage of the NIA cards.
Only FM 95.1.
And two momoye media no echinamo pamonko some of the district centers. Na monko interview say if they will be frank with you cards are oko na oko register crampo de be print am e bi ni o. Asa.
But what my deadline?
Oh my deadline. So NIA is a continuous project. Let us take time. Let NIA continue with this work. As and when I will be our woman, now so for example, say if me near na me call bank, let's say bank say me near, you have to even open that bank. No, they have to have a system there. You train you obi or honor.
Exactly.
It is all to me print amount because also a capture data. NIA staff. Because when you're doing verification, they will pay NIA.
Yeah.
So use that money to register people. You go to the telcos, go to the police, some of the state institutions. So that said the beya, this one in Kugu NIA for so. That's the make us reprinting. It's only updates. Now me say biya change your name or any ukwa now could change you updates. Kra na say data now could change no. It is not something that is stored on the card. You print card them out. So for example, oko change o say biya baby amete. Oko sisana. When o move free maybe kwada so maybe say Bushen and as well free Kumasi Okrah. Oko na oko change here. Yem printing new card them out.
A system now so na ye be
boshim nen one on what print what don't start to so confirm me say ampa wa. But say oko change you din on na was swear affidavit. Now koye gazetting. Only the you be printing new card them out because it appears it's stored on the card. So all those things replacement. Nipa ne the card era. What did you need? That means the old one is deactivated.
Yes.
If the old one is deactivated, create a system, a kiosk system, whereby if you go there, you enter your Ghana card, you've done a payment, you enter the code, you don't satisfy. Not printable from. You don't need to do only. Now, Obie capture fingerprint. Take, we say, SIM card registration here, Uncle 4G fingerprint. If me, I'm here developer, say me kase me build the data ma onia FM to see ya. Na me sumi hu se data na hu hia me a. E be save o data, but me suppose bit ma save copy.
Bit me save copy.
Exactly. Oh baby, yeah. Now let's ask.
Who now develop it? I say you have
access to. Now let's ask who did the auditing of the system. Forensic audits on the system. Nobody knows. And they take your fingerprints. A serious country they can use it to. As I say, you had to say you can't say we be a the near banner say what test fingerprint a wa.
Only FM 95.1.
I know here be now be. So that's why NI is only mandated to do that work, and no other state, any other institution. It's in the issue moratorium say only NI is to do the capturing of the data. No state institution. I'm happy says an SNIT is no more doing that.
Yeah, so says SNIT and you should
So at least it should continue that process whereby say police can put you know because of DVL license where now the Ghana card device be or the slotting in not check it and read the say yes whether your license is valid on it or not. It's 144K storage. It's so you can have it. Okay. So I have say moka say mo be access control. Door access a contactless.
Yeah.
NIA, you can contact NIA. Say the way I'm to cards be you can contact NIA. NIA can give you the API. Say the way application interface. No, I'm my development. We do my contactless. No access your door. And now, so the NIA need a very very concept and say a writer. It is very very good. But I say you crew me away. Obi ape say we did it or hunty. And you baby do right.
Me pese CCA would you political space at two table you so ma me CCA na ye ni sa nkomo yi.
So na am yi free
why you dada?
Me dada.
CCA san yi.
Me say.
San yi. Me so obi a me skotim yo china nko ma me skotim me ka asem. Say 2024 elections. Ya to aba. Na media minim de besi o. Me ye example say aban sesa na party for ba current workers say what NIA no 95.1 then what so yo
opamo current workers
oh sisi
no some of them have gone through public and civil service we see if you sack them it take legal actions against that means there's a legal for example media say me work court.
Okay.
Because a crime first you made in the right. So just say the court system is delaying.
Yeah.
I'll go. Into a penna say banner is made bima. Which I know a banner say made bima. That means the government has to pay me
from
salary.
Time I will you
made any everything. Now if a new government comes to her, now he has to go through the process. Some of them are civil servants. Purely civil servants. I know there are some political appointments there that they can. Nancy Okrah, there was this HR woman who said that
95.1.
There are some people that needs to be laid off for new because if not, there will be clear sabotage in the system.
The entire mommy bisa sa se mini say, I say yes, started be na se aban sesa. Ni akle wo mo ho ni nyina enti omo mbesa ba biem no. Ni asakwa started from scratch. Because afen ye be training nipa no, afen na bikura ba bia ye duru ye no, na ka ye to aso. Be say obesa de yakoye chi because oni any idea bia wo. There was a time na me security expert be edi nkomo and ye di nkomo drum pempen so a sa if you see something say something ya ne ye dey ama celebrities a wo mo na champion bia security expert and other people wo no. Ne explanation de ma me kire say na security omo no mo BNI ene national security bi omo yiyi wo mo di basabasa na na ebinum aye adwuma ho close to 15 years ano ma build adibia dru baabi eno no mo ba ye omo pambo mu nyina ya sa kwa back to square one
yes baby
and say yes ye training foforo ye be training sa nkrofo na wie na aban sesa ni asa akela wo mu nyina so oman no yenkoye ni da bia
but I can trust you that I can tell you that trust that NIA will be a continuous project. if some people will be even laid off, it will not affect it because you see the starting, you know, he understands how the system works. With the Okrah, I know how NIA works and other things. There are seniors like Dr. Haji, Dr. Koba, and Professor Dumo. All of them are part of Kwame Griffiths. All of them are there. They still have the knowledge and everything. I don't think sacking everybody there because don't forget that we have a private partnership with a private partner. It's one moment now, man. But yes, be a man is sika. Ahreno.
No waboka.
Waboka. Okay. I can trust me on that.
Okay.
Yeah.
But Yaira said you were being what system ni IT ni way. Now who are pana 2020 elections are your koyi. And this went me on collecting more resource. And a resource and I are percase or beyond in Indian and baby. Oh, John Mahama, we need always see why now. Just a dead want me on collecting one casamo resource.
So because NDC and collecting. So because NDC and collecting the resources, nani pane sebe oboa. I was not part of the IT team. I can say I'm on collecting resources. The system now was not part. And also my main clear on social media. Now they be me posted BBR say, oh yeah, you couldn't collect your resource, and you say your IT. They say your IT. People show na me can home be.
Now they don't want for one count.
Party and say man pacho mean can public. I really respect say in come party once social media. I think that we can resolve everything backwards. Behind the recent. Obika say when Timian collect resource na 97 in the point boy. Collect resource no.
The party Supreme Court and figures and won't even kick a mom.
Oh, there be the strategy that NDC used to send to the Supreme Court this time was not the same thing that MPP used. So once MPP went there with specific problems.
Yeah, so I'm say
overvoting. So that one you have to produce your pink sheet.
Double
yes.
voting.
But then what happened is that it was a different strategy. We needed the AC box into the ballot box. That was where everything would have come out. Unfortunately, when said the law himself, Chachu Chikata or Safaya, to do he did everything to make sure say Jane Mensa boxing but your judges in our ampenesu Sane copy but so because he quality results part the 90%.
Enti send your more fast so quality more results 2020. Would you say more the SARS strategy no 2024?
To be frank,
Enkoye
I'll tell you say Enkoye, and I think say every day we learn on the job. And I think say 2016 they did the same thing. 2020 it happened the same thing. But trust me, and I can assure our listeners and viewers out there, that 2024 it will never be the same.
Because at time that money you are in a comfortable lead,
2020. But you see,
now you were in the last league.
Ayana, people make it say IT is when you have IT, you win the elections. Now people get that concept wrong. You don't win IT. You don't use IT to win an election in Ghana. Our system is
purely say elections. You renew polling.
Yes. So,
but you should be able to collect your own results. When you are winning, you should know.
When you in cybersecurity, we have something we call the weakest link in any cyber attack is the human. Now hackers, now they don't use technological countermeasures to hack into systems again. They use you, the human. When you are vulnerable, that is when you use it. Now, I don't want to go much into what is going to happen in 2024 in terms of the strategies some of us or the party is using now.
Okay.
But I think say we're going to get everything right, and we can trust our supporters to get say 2024 will be a different thing altogether.
Kwabnado 4 coming, John Mahama.
I saw only the end of him say only the sebi agrono no person Bobby.
Kwabnado 4.
Bobby say agrono obi Bobby say only the
Obedi
agrono be
on park and so
nti obi be the park si obi atimi be obi there mo kwan that way that money one set your faso bicycle faso obi afaso nti on so person or trying to be but I think say it is a waste of time, waste of resources for him that is going to disturb the party. And I wish that somebody in the council of elders will put him down and sit him down and say, boss.
So why do you think it's only former President Mahama? And what's all why? When you before Frobia were party, no Mahama.
I be there.
Now you do that and Ghana for Pamono.
Deputy, and yes, a Ghana for the Pamono.
Now you for the Pamono, Ghana for the
Mammy, me say me to say. And I say, me to say, and I say, me ye, and me could or bar for Frobi. No, Barney say, oh, Yaira, this, Mema way, may you say, I dear Michelle, me ye in your beer. One she and I say, when you're by dream bar, you fall for that. And that is what Ghanaians happen in 20s. I'll give you 1 district, 1 factory. I'll give you free education. I'll give you 1 village, 1 dam. I'll do 1 district, 1 factory. I'll do you this. It was slogan and no more use. It's Ghanaians fell for it. Now we are all witnessing what is happening. I'll go for the free SHS. 1992 Constitution now. It talks about a progressive free education. Free SHS and yet say Ebia Akufo-Addo kase it is in the Constitution. It is in our Constitution that government should provide free education to secondary school and it should be progressive. Now, the framers of our Constitution can say it should be done progressively. I just say yen in kakra. But no buy now say boom. And they say baby eduni. You say you call 3 months nearby in and they say for being baby club but you 1 district 1 year biana. One day what's some year? What's some me say MPP for Suromo. One say 1 district 1 factory no. Omo ye signboard ka CB and omo ka say district bia factory we ne be ya mo. Pacho so kai. Media for that na mo busa. You are the fourth we say. You are the fourth. No, you are the 4th state in our country. 4th one was say we put the government to order. In Tisa Alan, who can say Shao Sudoku, obey factory, add a factory when you. The factory is not more yet. Casapreco. Mbacho. Me, young woman.
And no, dear, will go near higher day. A kaye, you won't quite the Becca. Yakada as a private company. Private companies, and you are supporting President Mahama. I know just a boy, so boy say, yeah, social media. Party for soldiers, but dear Tem, Yabeka, Ebe favor, NDC, near Presu. What ya kwa kabina and Quintia NDC, dear bed do
you pay your tax to NDC?
Me a tax man, but I can say, do analysis be no quotia canema penny Mahama near NDC. One for soldiers no more a adiano sono. It may kind of crap out, but actually NDC in Tiabedi Matem. Sana me care be obedi me kwasi Power FM. Edi di matem oni medao. Edi matem free me suru be si me form. Me reply na kasebra e beef.
Unfortunate.
What you say? But enti no eto da bia ya na political parties no. Mama yenye adwuma na be bo man no. What you say? Se si ya MPP wa ba mu yi. Ye kan omu di atem. Wo dem omu ko opposition sisi ya de ye kan. Se ye kan na ye NDC na wa ba mu ye omo na fofo. Timi say me ni adam for.
But media no, we compare the NEC and the NPP.
Yeah, compare.
No, you have to do it. You are inform the public. You are to educate the public. And to say, you have the right to say it.
I have the right. Me point to say. Yes. Me person me who say Ghana for are you comfortable. For the past 60-something years, I independence, 4th Republic, NDC, MPP, NDC. So Ghana for ye bre. It is our party, me and Muamadi.
Anka, Yema President Mahama. Ekema President Mahama. Now, so 2016. Trust me, by now, Ghana has seen a different change. See, no. There was Oshe economical distance na there was going to be a drastic change from where we are and where we were going to.
IMF.
Into Oshe 2017-2018. All the economical achievements that MPP gathered in now because we were on an IMF program. You free on a pet check 2019, 2020. That's when we started dropping. So we were making progress. But this one, and Osha, I have my own problems with Honorable Tokpe, but he has the forthright say Ghana can go into problems in future. It's in that we had so many funds like the sinking fund and all those things. You call COVID. That's where they went to take money from. Now under this current government, tell me which funds have they put in place? Sebi dachi. You call him you be Our reserve crap was the same.
0550582982. You will levy, don't worry. You levy 10% to cry in yai, but so GDO we day. Maybe the media, Bancrophobia, what I say. Meant to mean tax. Me salary so na me de ba me momo so I was a tax me say double taxation ni de me ntua kra nyakopo nim say me nye bone what you say be your my papa at least full was a tax was me tua
yes
me go supermarket ko to ade avat was me tua enti kakra na aka me bottom na me ato me wallet so wo see me say ade wo ku me abra me so ade wa pa adwuma ma me every day general sika kakra over dem ma me be twa me what tax all angles ade bone be nti 11 dem say me tua what you say 0550582982 ya mom komo ewo ahobado so me shebo a me afa me ya na na do anes we say me jai sa abrabo no sorry me ka say ka me bie ni 45 facha me my late but enye hwe menya bie ni de ya mom komo 0550582982. Hello, good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening, baby. I'm from me free.
Kojo Tawanu Town.
Mamintio.
Antia, Ghana, your way, apart from Onia TV, Onia FM, media by pan, I can't quite him. And the Kufuor government, media first, I call it the Fumpo, yet to petrol, him say, I did Monday about to petrol. And media for on to petrol, my and now so, Boko filling station, I debated in a figure, as a son. Nti me papa ne ka no no kre apart from say Onua FM no Onua TV baka no kra no media o Ghana na omada enna sisi ahwe de we Kufuor ne ba omia o de Ghana ko mabuna ye wo manyim especially amantfo ye wo from the to 25 years for 30 years ye useless o manyim then soon faso bia because adwuma ho well to ala sankwa na ene nam ye nti mun kan okra no na fi ento Ghana fo aso the Ghana card ndi afon to aba 2024 ya afon to ne nne on ba to aba de ati 2028 dan wa se
me so me da se 0550582982 me fa ni pa 5 se ma fa 1 enti aka 4 ene ye bebo me pe good evening baby afre me free
I'm FM
95.1.
What do you know be
Lucky Prince.
Okay, Mpacho Mamintio.
I only be me de near make a can say me MPP ni na she ya kokudie am so only A+ mo ye menam for Facebook. You see my say me din na be na friends obin.
Hey.
Ferry breaking the 8 me share from 2016 say you break it crowd yako but ene make ya feel another anti MP for a fail yinti me break 8 no na yin na be bo ma MP for a friends another party bia papa na me denka me say yempe obi ti say Kennedy mo daraba ko sindio mo omo bibie nyuma o ma we
body papa kwasi ndoma ha ba ko na obaka won de emoaye onye de same ekuo ya
okay but ya on say I say ye to aba ma say ye so o makwa bitira ba enso nyuma o Ghana hanoma o bibie nyuma ma Ghana fo ni bia ye isi tu kwan ko align ba si ya nyuma o Ghana ha
oni hwe wono mu kro ni kwanso asibia okruma
so that me nhu bi nti koto ma se ni pe so ma president ya isi to mi ka kwa America ene Canada ene konye jumaye